Yeah, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here, and this morning things are looking same like they were yesterday. Overnight, we had a little bit of uh, whiplash action, I would say. So let me summarize what's happening at this point of time. I think the markets faced a whiplash as back-to-back court decisions on Trump tariffs rattled the market. After being ruled illegal, an appeals court has put a pause on the earlier ruling until June 9, awaiting further submissions from both parties. I think this case will definitely go to the Supreme Court, and this adds to the uncertainty, and stock futures are subdued. As you can see, our fear and greed index is almost unchanged. It's the same number as it was yesterday. Meanwhile, US-China talks need intervention at high level. And in my opinion, the positioning by Besant that they are waiting for Trump's preferences may likely not align with China's self-image. I mean, the US positioning is not conducive for constructive resolution of the issue quickly. And now with the court's decisions on the tariff, it weakens Trump's bargaining position. Of course, that's my personal opinion. I want to hear from you guys what you think about it. Please put it in the comment section. What is your opinion? The other focus today is economic data. As you can see on the screen, we have a slew of economic data that is coming through. And a favorable outcome out here will boost the market. They're all due at 8:30. The markets generally are happy when there is a rate cut and it boosts the market. And in order for the rate cut to happen, the Fed has to think that inflation is under control and employment is under threat. And therefore, they want to cut the rates. Right now, there doesn't seem to be any signal from the Fed that they're going to do that. But if the data from here makes them do it, then we'll see a change in the way the market thinks. More details are emerging from Trump's big, beautiful bill. It seems that the bill could significantly increase tax rates applicable to certain non-US individuals and businesses, governmental and other entities. And I already know that from a Canadian perspective, as a Canadian, my dividend income from US companies will now be taxed at 5%, increasing every year by 5% to a cap of 50% in 5 years. This also means it could ensnare governments and central banks, which are large investors of US treasuries. France and Germany, for instance, had a combined $475 billion worth of US government bonds as of March. Look at the holdings that China and Japan have. Those are all huge holdings. And if their interest is going to be taxed, that kind of is counterintuitive to what the US is trying to do. The message basically is that we don't need your money. And also, if some kind of tax has to be paid, then the bond investors will expect higher yields so that post-tax they are still made good. So this is counterproductive. It's counter to what the government wants. The government wants lower yields out there. So I think this is a wrong decision. But anyway, another thing that will weigh on the dollar is that the bill wants to limit the ability of parties to sue the government as well as limit contempt proceedings against the government. The one sentence provision in the 1,100-page bill, which has caught attention of many analysts, is that it prevents federal courts, including Supreme Court, from enforcing contempt orders unless the plaintiffs have posted a monetary bond, which rarely happens in cases against the government. And I'm thinking, are we still talking about the leading capitalistic democracy in the world? If these institutions start losing power to hold government accountable, then what's going to be the state of the US dollar as a reserve currency, right? So that's the question. Well, let's now turn our focus on to today's price action. I'm going to go into the TradingView platform and we'll check out what's happening out here. And I'm looking at S&P, the S&P 500 index. It seems that today we'll open very close to where we closed yesterday. We have a huge range of support from 5,880.35 onwards, and our resistance for today is going to be 5,988.24. Our MACD is already bearish, so everything hinges on the economic data. We already have bad news from the tariff side, more uncertainty. So I'm watching this carefully. Even though the chart looks very bullish, I think the bearishness is still there in the environment in which the markets are operating. Same is the case for NASDAQ. We are most likely to open close to where we closed yesterday. Our area of support is going to be from 21,389 all the way to 21,246. Our resistance is going to be at 21,874.80. MACD is already bearish. Momentum is a bit flat, but it's pretty significant right now. And VIX is almost unchanged from where we were yesterday. So not much of a change in the VIX. Gold has given up a bit of its gains, almost close to 1%. So it's consolidating in this range, which I think is a bull flag. So it has to break out on the upside. We'll see. It all would depend on what the economic data reveals today. Next, let's go on to have a look at genomics. Sorry, not genomics. We'll go for AI. NVDA is down 0.11%. It's gone down below the area of support at 140.29, which now becomes a resistance for today. And our support is going to be around the area of around $128 or $127, something in that range. And our MACD is still bullish. Momentum is pretty good, but RSI is overbought, so it needs to consolidate a little bit and cool off a little bit before proceeding higher. I can see a really good story with NVIDIA, and that will help the entire MAG7 case. Meta is down 0.06%. It's got a support at 429.59. It has got a resistance at around 655.39. So it has a support at 629.08 and resistance at 656.94. So that's the range in which Meta is likely to move. You can notice that the MACD is already bearish and momentum is a bit flat. And Google is up 0.16%. And today, pre-market, it's at 173.24 and therefore 172.71 on this diagonal line of support is going to be the support for today. And our resistance for today is 180.23. Next, let us look at Amazon. Amazon is flat in pre-market trading, and I think the support for today is going to be 202.75. And right now we are at 205.69 in pre-market action, and our resistance for today is going to be 207.87. I'm going to mark this red, and that shows that it's the resistance. Next, we have Apple, which is up 0.13% in pre-market trade. Support for today is 199.12. Pre-market, we are at 200.20. And our resistance today is going to be 204.43. MACD is already bearish. Momentum is below average. So structurally, this chart shows that we are in a bearish context. I'm going to draw this diagonal line of resistance to show you the bearish context that we have out here. So that's what I see with Apple. Microsoft is flat in pre-market trades. Support continues to be 454.73. Resistance is 467.43. MACD is already bearish, but we are in the overbought area. Therefore, we are cooling off a little bit. Microsoft fundamentally is a sound company. It should do well. Tesla is down 0.83%. And our support at 362.08 from yesterday is going to become a resistance today. So I'm going to mark this as a resistance. And our support for today is going to be 328.91. Next, let's look at Oracle. Oracle is down 0.05% in pre-market trades. Our support continues to be 162.25. Presently in pre-market, we are at 162.82, and our resistance is 167.38. AMD is down 0.31% in pre-market trade. Our resistance continues to be the same as yesterday, 115.13, and our support is going to be 108.27. Right now in pre-market session, we are at 112.68. SMCI is down 0.07%. Our support is 39.07, and our resistance is 43.06. And I'm going to convert this into a red color to show that it's the resistance. And our MACD is almost on top of the signal line, turning over to the bearish side. And momentum is also dropping, even though it's above average. It's kind of slipping up. The energy is getting out of the ETF. But if NVIDIA starts moving up today, we'll see a distinct improvement in SMCI because NVIDIA is the sector leader and it's pushing everything up. Broadcom is down 0.22%. Our support continues to be at 236.90 and resistance is at 247.34. Right now in pre-market session, we are at 241.43. Palantir is up 0.50%. This is an unsinkable stock. It's consolidating. It's creating a bullish pennant out here. And there's a resistance of the bullish pennant. For today, the resistance is 125.13. And our support is going to be at 108.31. In the past, we met one of our targets, double bottom targets of 125.49. And we went up. Then subsequently, we have started coming down. So those are the ranges for us today. I think Palantir looks bullish to me. And we have a line of support out here at 124.39, which I'm converting into a line of resistance. So that's going to be a resistance for today as well. Next, let us look at SMH, which is down 0.01% in pre-market trading. And we have this diagonal line of resistance of a bullish pennant. We broke out above that, but we have to confirm above it today. To confirm above it, we should have a support of 243.30. So I'm going to mark this as green because we are already broken out above that. So as long as we stay above this, the bullish context is still active. But if we fall down below that, then we start becoming bearish. Next, let us go to Tempus AI, which is down 0.15% in pre-market trade. Support and resistance are same like yesterday. Support is at 50.29. Resistance is at 59.29. And that kind of brings me to an end of today's analysis. Hi, Aaron. Good morning. And if you have any tickers that you want me to have a quick look at from a technical perspective, I could do that, or else I'm ready to go for my breakfast and get set for the morning's trading. Mostly I'm sitting on the sidelines with more cash. Yesterday, I bought a little bit of TSLQ to bring it because I think that there is money to be made on Tesla on its way down. It's a short-term position. And if I already had profits yesterday by close. I will sell it off if I get a little more profit and if I think that the markets are going to change. That's the only new trade that I have done so far. So if you don't have any other tickers to look at, I would like to end this video here and I'll catch up with you guys again later on and see you later. Bye for now.